Hey, welcome. This is Don Kryptonium. And to get right to the point, I just received the largest ever airdrop. Um, nothing close, nothing comes close compared to this airdrop. The second largest airdrop before that I ever received, I think, was 10% of the value that I received right now. And what is really crazy that I didn't purposely farmed the airdrop. I was just the user. So before we start, make sure you like, share, and love this video. So today, the Hyperliquid airdrop. And in this video, I'm perhaps going to thank to some people that contributed to my Hyperliquid airdrop. And the story of that is quite funny. So well, it's hard to say. I'm really blessed for receiving the airdrop. What I can say, and I can't believe the people really fumbled such an obvious play like Hyperliquid, because I remember maybe 6 months ago, no, even a year ago, I would chat to some people, like some friends from Cosmos, for example, and I would say hey, you really need to check Hyperliquid. The user experience is the best. They perhaps gonna have the airdrop. They perhaps gonna be the network. Perhaps they're looking for value, whatever. I would say. But there is DYDX. Why would I use Hyperliquid? So sometimes you cannot really fight it, But I was a fan of Hyperliquid. And the story started in complete bear market. I had some stable coins, and I didn't want to put into anything. And my friend recommended me the vault on Hyperliquid in the time when Hyperliquid volumes were $15 million or something like that. And I put into that vault, and the first week, as the points dropped, I received over 1,000 points. It was very easy. It was so easy. And then I maybe deposited $5,000. I traded with that. I shared my referral. Maybe I got 10,000 points. After that, I received my poor airdrop. And I just held that. I never sold. I got some other shitcoin airdropped, which I held. And I ended up with over 20,000 points, and I never even farmed. I was just a user. It was so easy, and the size of the airdrop is absolute insanity, So thank you to the friend who recommended me Hyperliquid, because without him I wouldn't be here. There is multiple people on the Twitter, that really were shitting Hyperliquid. Vinis, I remember this guy from early days Cosmos, and I'm pretty sure he left Cosmos because he enjoyed Hyperliquid, and today he celebrates, and there's many people like that, sometimes. And why Hyperliquid was great? Because it was just so basic, instead of selling tech, which is mistake of many people, because many blockchains trying to come to you, and they don't have anything, right? They launch a blockchain, right? Because they raised $100 million, and they're like, this will be very performant blockchain. We launch a token soon. You need to buy. Yes, there is no application, but we have a good set of validators. We will also, we will have a 20% supply, and the investors will have 20% supply, but they will be vested, Of course, we will have very high staking rewards, so they can have the exit, but you should buy the token. And here is the Hyperliquid, which is a crazy story. Coming out of nowhere, self-funding whole project, running the infrastructure by themselves, which many people came, hey, this is not how it should be. they should launch the decentralized network at the start, but of course, these people, I think they got checked today because this is completely retarded statement. So Hyperliquid coming delivers you best experience, and for year and a half, they built a community around Hyperliquid, right? There is no validators, there is no dilution, but what they are doing, they build community. They build capital around their network. They allow users to participate in the vaults. They allow users to participate in vault that market makes for Hyperliquid, that performs liquidations to get the profits from that. All of that. And there is no dilution, right? There is no investors. There is no token. There is no people preying on you. And many of people came at Hyperliquid and they were like attacking Hyperliquid, you know. They are centralized. And today the Hyperliquid deploys over 30% as the airdrop to community. To people who are using the platform, rewarding them, you know. I think there are people who are early engaged in the community. So also when it comes to the people who run the network or who will be running the network, it's not the people who are praying, who are investors, who are insiders, but it was community people who really wanted to run the nodes for Hyperliquid, become validators on the Hyperliquid. I don't think there is better deployment of the network than Hyperliquid did, really building huge open interest, pulling a lot of liquidity in the stablecoin without even having the native stablecoin on the network. It's beautiful, right? So what is happening now? So some people received multi-million-dollar airdrops, you know. Many people received deep into 6 digits airdrop, and if you did just couple trades, really couple spot trades when the pool dropped, you quite likely they received 5-digit airdrop. And now within this, we could check within, just within few hours, maybe 3 hours, they close at 300 million volume on the Hyperliquid, which is at over $4. 30% of that went to community. The fully diluted now $4 billion, which is nothing when you think in the large scheme of things. But why is it not? Okay, why it seems so crazy? Okay, I want to tell you why it seems actually so crazy. Because people received such a big airdrop, but the network is at 4 billion. So how is it possible that they give such a big airdrop, but there is projects like, should I say? There are projects that launch at $10 billion and users receive much smaller airdrops, and the networks have nothing. And the networks don't generate revenues, example, great tech perhaps, Celestia. I don't even know anything. It peaked at $20 billion. No revenues, no nothing, probably no community, a lot of investor interest that made 1000x on the launch, a lot of whatever I'm trying to say. And here is Hyperliquid that just gave away way more to the users because there is no investors. And I still saw people that they were like, there is no investors. You need the big investors, otherwise you are over. I tell you what these investors doing now, okay? To be quite honest, they are now buying the spot. Because they don't want to miss on the next great meta. On the layer 1 where everyone talks about. Because everyone has the interest, and that's the users, the actual users, not the investors. I never seen the airdrop that is as talked as Hyperliquid airdrop. I didn't see a single person that would say that was bad rollout, and with every airdrop I would hear that not a word with this, because there is nothing wrong, because everyone who used the platform benefited. So those investors who are like 4 billion, this might be the hottest next layer 1. I'm pretty sure the Binance is buying that, because they're like, hey, if these guys will take over us, well, we should better owe some of them. So all that sell pressure from the airdrop now is getting slurped quickly. They're like, yes, they're selling. I need that more. So really beautiful. I hope I didn't forget about saying about anything, people say good meta now. We have the spot, right? And many people say, hey, there will be era now of the assets on the Hyperliquid. I will let you judge. There's some strict assets, maybe more established or something like this, but maybe there is big chance for that. But anyway, this was about Hyperliquid, of course. Very grateful. I was very lucky. Had unfortunate fish early on, which I ended up on the fake Hyperliquid website, and I think that that kind of brought a good feeling. I'm very grateful, because I think karma is real, and congratulations to everyone who received the airdrops, and congratulations to the Hyperliquid. I've never seen the better deployment. Also worth to say that Hyperliquid was really I didn't see a lot of kind of, friend doing for a friend. I think they were very professional till the very end, which is amazing. They were like not really bending rules or anything like that. So it's very encouraging to see. And that's the reason why they have so many users, so much volume, so much open interest, and perhaps a lot of people benefited from that. So don't Kryptoniums out. Till the next time.